Welcome, Dr. Morton, Mr. Leo, members of the Board of Education. Welcome, family, friends, and esteemed teachers. Welcome, fellow classmates of the graduating class of 2005. Quite a few of you during the past few months have accosted me and have told me how much you were looking forward to this speech, a speech that, at the time, I had not yet written. With all that expectation, I aspired to create a masterpiece. I spent countless hours discussing it with my brother Mark, trying to develop something that can come across as genuine, something that can impress and truly have an impact on you all. I finally did come up with something. It was a long speech, but I decided to scrap it because it was not real. It was cliché. It was merely me trying to impress you. Because I did all right in a few AP courses, you believe that I might see the world a bit more clearly, and that I might be able to share with you this elucidation. This, however, is not true. Let me share with you something that Aristotle said. A is A. What he meant by this is that everything is simply what it is. It sounds stupid. The chairs that you are sitting in tonight are chairs, regardless of what we do or think about them. But we do think about them, and we all think about them differently. We form our ideas by finding patterns among Aristotle's endless A's, among all the things that we perceive. No two minds perceive things in the same way, though. Because of this, I can never know what you are thinking, you can never know what I am thinking, unless, of course, we communicate our thoughts. By providing you with the privilege of speaking this evening, and by proclaiming your expectations, you express that you'd like me to share my thoughts, and you value my ideas. Thank you for that. But remember, A is A. There really is no better way of perceiving things, only different ways. After much strife, I have realized that I cannot offer you a masterpiece tonight, but I can offer you my different ways of perceiving the world. I can offer you my ideas. And so, we begin. The last book that I had to read for high school was Tuesdays with Maury. The premise of the book is this. Maury Schwartz is a sociology professor who is diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. During the course of the book, as his condition worsens, he reassesses the world and shares his discoveries about society and about life. One of his ideas in particular struck a chord with me. At one point, Maury says, "We've got a form of brainwashing going on in our country. Do you know how they brainwash people? They repeat something over and over. More is good. More is good." I think he's onto something. Society, whether or not we can recognize it, is incessantly dictating that more is good. Society has become infatuated with the concept of progress, with the concept that we need to develop, so we can make more money, so we can buy more technology, so we can continue to develop, and continue to drain the depth out of life. But because we're always trying to accumulate more, because we're so absorbed in our aggressive goals, our eyes become fixated on the future, and we often lose sight of the simpler pleasures that are all around us. Come to think of it, we savor moments when they are the first of their kind, like a first kiss. We also appreciate moments when we know beforehand that they will only happen once, like our senior prom, for example. It seems that we appreciate things most, though, when we know that they will be the last of their kind. Like tonight marks the last time that we will all be together. Guys, with the stipulation that certain events will happen again, it's so easy to let them slip through our fingers like sand. But with the prospect of those events being the last of their kind, we suddenly and desperately try to grasp them and savor them, because we know that they will never happen again. Martin Elementary and I were best friends during our childhoods. We watched a lot of movies together. I can remember one of his favorites was The Crow, which starred Brandon Lee. Mr. Lee unexpectedly died during the making of the film, but was interviewed just days before, and said this: "Because we do not know when we are going to die, we get to think of life as an inexhaustible well, and yet everything happens only a certain number of times, and a very small number, really. How many times will you remember a certain afternoon of your childhood? An afternoon that is so deeply a part of your being that you cannot conceive of your life without it. Perhaps 4, maybe 5 times more, perhaps not even that. How many times will you watch the full moon rise? Perhaps 20, and yet it all seems limitless. Mr. Lee was right. Everything in our lives happens only a certain small number of times. Life is ephemeral. Every moment is precious. So we should not enjoy only the first and foreseeable final time that something is to occur. Rather, we should enjoy each and every time that something happens. We should enjoy each and every cool glass of water that will save us from this summer's sweltering heat. We should enjoy each and every book that we will read and class that we will perhaps take next year. We should enjoy each and every warm embrace from our mothers and loved ones. We should enjoy each and every day. And most importantly, we should enjoy each other. I will admit that tonight is the last time we'll be together as a class. But let's not look at it as the last time. Let's not feel like we need to say the perfect goodbyes. Instead, let's use tonight as a time to celebrate our collective time together, as a time to share our memories. The things that we've done together during this journey are far more important than its abrupt ending. Regardless of how we'd like to view it, though, A is A, and this is the end, my friends. But as the current of the real world sweeps us from the sanctity of our lake valley now into the storm, we will not be alone. As we nobly go forth in whatever direction we choose, we will carry with us a part of each other. I heard once that we form our own identities by emulating the traits of those whom we love and admire. With that in mind, when I leave you all, I will be leaving with some of the academic drive of Rebecca Jin and Andrew Huelsenbeck, some of the genuineness of Billy Dalton and Jason Roberts, some of the heart of Tim Yeagley, Alex Heckman, Stephanie Molina, and Courtney and Elizabeth Jen. I will leave with some of the creativity of Melanie Greenberg, Katie Iamco, Scott Kiefer, and Martin Von Venture, some of the good humor of Logan Hirsch, some of the quiet conviction of Steve Weaver, Michelle Mooney, and Jeff Kellerman, some of the easygoing brilliance of PJ Molsky and Andy Kirschenbaum. Also, when I leave, I'll be leaving with some of the depth of characters I found in A.J. Taylor, Jason Rhodes, Justin Apollo, and my good friend Terrence Whalen. I must admit that I do not know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. But we have all grown together. We have all loved and at times hated each other like brother and sister. We've all admired each other, and thus I can assure you that we all have influenced each other in some way. Look at what we've accomplished as a class. Our homecoming skits have been worthy of Oscars. But in all seriousness, we've made a name for ourselves by becoming recognized on the state level in academics, in athletics, and in the arts. The drive and diligence that has taken you this far will form the basis for solving the problems that we will inherit from the generation prior. When we are past that torch and the turmoil associated with it, let us be known as a generation that saw the truth about blind progress. Let us be known as a generation that stopped to think and never let a simple pleasure pass us by. Let us, in the words of Maury Schwartz, be compassionate and take responsibility for each other. During our senior year especially, we've grown together as a family and have really begun to take on this responsibility. But all good things must come to an end. Let's use this end to celebrate. I love you all, and will never forget you. And would like to applaud you.